Okay, we're on the west side of the garage. West side of the garage, and this is the electric meter. It's coming into the house from below grade. I'm not seeing a grounding rod anywhere. I'm not sure exactly where we're picking up our grounding. But look, the meter is just hanging off the wall here. Look at this. See that? I was going to say it should be sealed, and it should, but it's pulling away from the wall. The meter just, it's a moving. It's a moving and a grooving. Okay. Coming on along inside the garage. This is the electric service panel. It's 125 amps. 125 amps. Right now, Garland, if I'm not mistaken, if you need a certificate of occupancy, you might find out if I know what I'm talking about or not. But Garland requires 150. Code requires 100. But I think Garland requires 150. I know Richardson does. I think Garland's pickier than Richardson. But what we have here, we got aluminum cable coming in. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. It doesn't make it an aluminum house. Alright, that's just coming from the meter into here. It's single purpose. It's not multi-load. It's bolted in. There's antioxidant paste on it. That's not bad. If this was installed today, and it wasn't, if it was installed today, we'd have rubber boots on L1 and L2. If you do not know that's 1 and 2, and you do not know that's hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that. I know that. But, you know, it's a safety device. It's just going to make the report. Coming on along, we do not have a main principal, a main disconnect. But if it's in less than 5 throws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and really that should be 3, we got another problem, that's considered a disconnect. I'm saying the main principal isn't here. I'm not going to argue whether that's considered a disconnect or not. The main principal is not here. So this would be your main principal if you have a problem inside the house. I believe this is the air conditioning system. The air conditioning system is a 40 amp max. This is a 50 amp fuse. This is probably for the oven, clothes dryer. 30 amps, it makes sense. Now, these are 220, I can tell. See the red and black wire? See the red and black wire? These are 220 circuits. They're supposed to, see this one right here? It's covered both sides of your bus. Okay, that's a tie. That's a tie. You're supposed to have a tie on these. If one leg of your air conditioner trips off, it'll bust that compressor. It will. So the wrong one goes off, you got a problem. So maybe with your clothes dryer too, I don't know. I do know that you're supposed to have trip ties there. And the newer ones, they're molded. They're molded, but you don't have trip ties. The condensing unit is overfused. Coming in here, see these gaps? You shouldn't have a gap wider than 1/8 of an inch. That compromises your fire blocking. Oh, we're still going. And then coming down here on these bus bars, now you can have more than one ground with one screw, like over here. But these white ones, those are neutrals. And they can be on the same bus bar, but you should not, I can't say you can't because I did it, but you should not double your neutrals. So we got double lug neutrals. We got a gap in the panel more than 1/8 of an inch. We do not have protective covers. We do not have a main principal. We do not have trip ties. The air conditioning system is overfused. And the cable's also touching the panel cover. Shouldn't do that. And then down here, the manufacturer's label is just about gone. That pretty much makes it obsolete. It'll still work. It doesn't have a label, which is supposed to have a label. The manufacturer thinks that's important. If they do, I do. 125 amps. It's also, speaking of labeling, okay, you're supposed to have duplicity, and you're supposed to have complete labeling. We don't know what these burgers go to, and there's no duplicity. And when it's over here, or wherever, it's supposed to be printed. See where it says accessories? That's printing. See down here where it says CMXRM, heater, RREC, Fern AC, fan controls. That's printing. Excuse me. Maybe block printing. That's handwriting. It's not supposed to be handwritten. Code says that, manufacturer says that. Yeah, will it work if it's not labeled? You bet it will. Will it work if the cable's next to the... Yeah, it'll work. All of this is working. It's been working. But these are things that are not right. We do not have printing. We do not have duplicity. We have got gaps. We got double lug neutrals. We do not have a main principal, but we do have a disconnect. We do not have a main principal. It might be undersized. We have an overfused condensing unit. And if this isn't the condensing unit, that's okay, because this is underfused. Take your pick. Either way, the air conditioning system's not wired right. There's no way you can win that one. Cable shouldn't touch the panel cover. And that's about it. That's about it. It's just a little more. See how we got all these cables coming in here? See how tight they're squeezed? See all these holes, these little knockouts we have up here? And that's still bringing more than 2 cables in at a time. So we got some bundling going on there. Now back to our electric. While we're still here. What is that? Okay, I thought I had company. But this plug, receptacle outlet, is bootlegged off of this one with all this cable coming down here. You're not supposed to run NM. It's not supposed to be an extension cord. You're not supposed to use extension cord in a permanent application. You're not supposed to have exposed NM closer than 6 feet to the garage floor. How many different ways is this wrong? I don't know. Let's try some more. It's not GFCI. It's not GFCI protected either. It's wired right. Was this wired right? Let's try it. Let's see if they... No, they didn't even wire this right. Then they missed the grounding on it. They're just like shooting 1,000, batting 1,000. Everything that could go wrong between point A and point B has gone wrong. Yeah, will it work? Yeah, it'll work. Will the lights come on? They'll come on. Is it right? No. It's not just your home, it's your home investment. You get another home inspector in here, what's he going to do? What's he going to do for his client? He's going to show you how much better he is than Bud. He says, oh, that's the home inspector you got? No. This won't go away. You'll forget about it, but it won't go away. It'll come back when you sell the house.